Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another nosurge reaction. Today we have another one requested by Renshin and my executive producers, and this is Lexaticia? He said it was kind of like Xticia, so I'm assuming it's Lexa. It might just be Lex, might be La without the X in there. I'm not sure which variant is correct, but it's one of those probably. But we have another one from nosurge. I love the music in this game, and I'm actually really excited about this time around because I've done a lot of research since the last one about music theory and how to apply that to what I talk about in these videos. So now I'm potentially going to be able to offer more musically about these songs and hopefully have a new visage to look through and help give you guys a little bit more information about how these songs do. So I guess I gotta listen to it to find out, and without further ado, let's go! I was also given the context by Renshin, so I know why this song is playing, like for what purpose. I'm already noticing some things I can talk about for theory. Yay. Loving that flute player. And there's those beautiful harmonies I love. It's almost always this pattern. They changed it up right as I started talking about it. That might have been... That's theory, I'll save it. I love it so much. Very explosive this time around. It usually kind of is, but whew, this one's got a really like punch, a big punch to it on the dynamics. Especially vocally too. Lots of range on the dynamics for this one. Oh, there was my answer. The vocals, dude, every time. Oh, I love that. That's insane. A little switch up in there on the rhythm. Oh, God. Lower register on the vocalist too. I'm so used to hearing the higher notes. When she like digs down in there, you can really feel that resonance in her chest. And there goes the vocals. Between the ears. Flossing my skull. God, what I would not give to be the conductor. God, it's so good. I would love to be the conductor on these songs. For no other reason than I think it would be a fucking blast. Those dynamic pulses, those like rhythmic hits in there, they're so subtle, but they add so much. Yeah, that sounds like a fucking power up. I'd be powering up if that were the song that I'd be hearing during the process. You fucking bet. All right, so it only took me the better part of half an hour, but I finally figured out this song, just a little bit of it, the main chords that were done in here, especially in the like larger chorus of it. That would be F minor, which I'm pretty sure the whole key is in now, but there's a reason that I'm not fully positive, and I'll get to that, but the main chords I could kind of parse out here were F minor, A flat, B flat minor, which is weird, a D flat and an E flat, and then it just kind of loops back from there. So you get that. That was a little bit sloppy, but I'm still very much new to piano. I'm just trying to apply the best that I can and learn as I go, so I apologize for not being perfect here. I'm not exactly fucking Charles Cornell or anything out here either. I'm not that good. Either way, this song has basically those chords. The reason that I was kind of confused with the key potential is that this song immediately was utilizing kind of this incidental of going from the F minor to an F, and it does kind of end on that F2. That's just where the song seems to land, is like the very final chord is a more major style than the F minor. So I'm sitting here like, what could be going on here? What could the key be? But all the other chords going on in here fit better with F minor, so I'm assuming that that's the case. And there's really not much variety in there aside from that, but there are a few spots with incidentals, like I think there is a C minor and a C even, like it does that same thing that the F minor and F do. So I'm sure there's something with that, and the reason that they're utilizing those incidentals for some purpose in this song, most likely at least, their harmonics are very tight, so it probably favors having that sort of a tight relationship on the notes. Just really fucking cool. This is the sort of shit that I've been learning about and trying to apply to songs like this, stuff that's very, very dense and that I want to know more about and share that with you now that I know a little bit about it, and hopefully get more people interested in how these songs work together, because a lot of this stuff, especially from our nosurge and basically this whole line of games, has a lot of like rhythmic and percussive qualities to them, and that's kind of the bulk of why these songs got me interested in the first place. The like da 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 da. I love that pattern. It's just in my drummer's soul, I love a rhythmic pattern like that, and it just feels so good. And having all of the amazing harmonics on this song make that all the better, as well as just, again, every song in this general game library is just fucking filled with that exact sound. So even though I was interested in just the percussive stuff, I thought the rest of it sounded cool, and now I know enough that I can finally peel back the layers and start to understand why. These are still far above my skill level when it comes to everything going on more in depth. Like I mentioned, the whole like switch between the minor and major versions of those chords. Why is that going on? I'm assuming that it's probably harmonic related, but I'm not entirely positive. It might be an incidental thing too, potentially utilizing things like the sevenths and ninths in there. And for those who don't know what that is, if I were to do like the F minor in there, right? Like that whole thing. If I were to add the major seventh to that, you'd get this. If I were to add the proper seventh to it, you would get that. And that's just the same chord with an extra note on the top, specifically the seventh of that chord. And then of course I could do the same thing with the ninth, and that would be up here, a little out of reach for me. So there's like lengths you can go with music, and adding those notes as you go up and start to spread the song apart, which obviously from what you just heard in this song and all the other ones, you know they love to do that. Stretch things as far as they can. Not super thin, obviously everything is stacked on top of itself and each other, and there's a lot of things going on. So it's not like they're spreading it thin and making it unlistenable or boring. They're adding more depth by doing things like that and creating more of this like harmonic noise in here that plays with each other. Like every layer, every single melodic thing going on here has a harmonic match that is probably doing the exact same thing, adding the seventh, the ninth, 11th. That's kind of what harmonies are built off of. So this entire project is just kind of continuing to add density the more they go into the music, especially when they need that like big energetic lift that they love to add. And for me, at least, this might be like the most uplifting so far. There was definitely a lot, but this one has just that extra kick to it that feels a little bit more present, and some of that might just be the vocal performance this time around too. I love what they were doing with the specifics in the vocal dynamics here, just having a lot of that like kind of cranking in and dipping and just keeping things alive, really pushing out a lot of the notes and letting things just breathe, literally. So the whole song is breathing, and much like I loved about the one, I forget the name of it, but the one where like the world is being rebuilt, I thought that one did that phenomenally well. I think that this song just kind of takes that essence and condenses it into a more local feeling. Instead of something that is on the scale of a fucking world, you now have something that's a little bit more like confined to a room, maybe. So having something that would be leveling up people to become basically the next god would, yeah, that would fit. I mean, it's still on that scale, like I know, because I know the lore thanks to Renshin, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like it's on that like everyone is involved scale. It's more local than that. I don't know how else to explain it than that. Hopefully that makes sense to somebody out there, because it kind of makes sense to me, and I'm not sure how all of you are going to take that, but hopefully it makes sense. But I do think that's about all I gotta say on this one. I know I said quite a bit, but also not as much as I wish I could at the same time. Like, there's so much in these songs that could be peeled back. Like I said, I only have a few layers peeled back for my own knowledge to share with you, so I can only do so much, but that's more than I was able to offer before, so I see that as a win at least, and hopefully all of you do too. So if you want me to get to something else from the Akiko series or anything else, by all means, drop them in the comments below, and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you want to guarantee something, much like Renshin did, you can always go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships, or you can force me to listen to something. Doesn't matter what it's from, who it's by, if it's good or bad, none of that matters. That's why it's a guarantee. If you don't want to do any of that, though, and you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!